Good evening, everybody. My name is McManus. We are back for the final episode in our Stories Untold series. If this is your first time watching it, I would implore you, encourage you, tell you guts to go back and watch the other 3 episodes. It has been an awesome adventure in spooky tales and getting to do all kinds of things. We got to type in a lot of stuff and got to drill a heart. That's in episode 2, in case you haven't seen that, and got to dial up some numbers and turn to some radio stations and do all kinds of puzzling and figuring out and trudging through the snow and seeing all kinds of spooky things and peeing our pants too. Yeah. McManus finds fun in that every once in a while. Every once in a while, not all the time. Sometimes it just happens because sometimes you drink too much corn water and you get a little excited and the stuff just flies. That's all we're going to say about that. Okay, so we're wrapping up here. Obviously, all these stories have now come to find out that they're all interconnected and intertwined and threaded. So we're hopefully gonna find some answers here in this last session, which is ironically the same name as the episode, The Last Session. So maybe we can find out exactly what's going on. And hopefully McManus doesn't get too spooked. But you never know. We'll see what happens. All right, last session, episode 4, and start.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Oh, well, all right. We're kicking right into it here, okay?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
So that's been a TV show this whole time?
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
I am apparently being wheeled down a hallway.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
Well, I like to think so, considering that
Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually.
Can you define eventually?
Just in here.
All right. Okay.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax, and we'll get started in a moment.
Well, McManus is always relaxed, so you don't have to worry about that. Except, am I being filmed? Is this an episode of Donahue? Oh, boy. McManus has no confessions.
Right. Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Yeah, so I am Mr. Asian. I think so.
Record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
All right. Am I about to drop a fire mixtape? Let me see. Let me think about it real quick. My name is McManus, and I'm here to say I like playing spooky games in a major way. Yeah, that's good. All right. So we're gonna take on that. Let's do that. Let's see here. Hit record when we're ready. That looks like the record button. All right.
This is subject 12/19/86/23. New session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
That's me.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
All right.
In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this.
Of course I can do this.
James, it's time to remember.
Oh boy.
Your mind. It's like a subconscious black box. It can show you your memories.
Oh, hello, Mr. Orb. Hello, Mr. Orb. You and I are friends, right? Last time you didn't murder me, I helped you take over the world. And, you're just gonna stare at me, aren't you? The wall is bleeding there in the background. This is awesome. This is awesome. Let's do this. Oh, that's a lot of cauliflower.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote.
That's when I started World War V. Yeah.
Isolated from the rest of the world. Locked inside your coma.
Uh-huh.
He interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake.
You made me type commands.
Number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back.
Oh boy.
Needed answers, James. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Another signal here for you, James.
Oh boy.
It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Okay, we're back on this again, huh? Alright, we're gonna do 5610 cuss FM. Let's go FM. Oh, I forgot to turn. Gotta turn the radio on. Just like that song. Turn the radio on for the sweet sounds. Yeah. Alright. Dial it up. Dial it up. Dial it up. Up. Dial. Dial it up. Dial it up. 5610. And we'll fine tune it a little bit more.
Type in the numbers, James.
Okay.
You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
I missed it. Let's do that
Type
again.
in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86
23 04. Alright. Okay, we're in.
Type in the numbers, James.
Alright, you can shut up. Alright, so we got Cold War reference, report, the test. We know where to go here. Whoa, what's this? We got a report of a traffic accident. Let's see. This might be Mr. James H. Oh, that's myself. Let's see. City of Wilson. Postcode W0102NA. That's weird. Let's see. What happened to me? Let's see. Accident description. Arrived on scene to discover two cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian was found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Headings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control. When he swerved to avoid, Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Yikes. So, Mr. Asian here, we were the victim of a car wreck, it seems. And our sister was involved. That's sad. Well, let's fine-tune this. Let's go over... Oh. Well, this is the only thing. So we gotta go to the report. So it wants 3 commands from us. Systems test, trace back codes, can system confidentially. So let's go here. So maybe it's the circled one. Maybe it's the circled parts. 20F-fatal accident. Alright. 20F, fatal accident. Alright. Empty whiskey. Alright. Let's stay down here. Out of control. Alright. And execute. Yep, check. 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 Hey, I did it! Alright. Analyze a file. Progress searching. Don't launch any bombs.
Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
Well, McManus is not scared to face anything. So we have to now wants us to go to 7,000 FM.
It's not like it at all. I've worked with Officer Henning for 6 years, and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this.
Okay.
It's him, this Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Alright. Light flickers on. Let's see, we got... Okay, looks like we're getting to move. This doesn't make sense to you. No, it doesn't make sense to McManus either. You keep transporting me to all these different locations and McManus can't get comfortable. Get this door open. Okay, now... Oh, I'm back in the hospital. You step out to the hospital ward. Only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. It sure is blurry. I have a tough time seeing things. Well, this is the interview room. Let's go in here. Nothing back there. There's that. There's the camera. No. Don't have that 5th pint. Well, Manus is not prone to having 1 pint, so... Except for the good old corn water. Corn water is good for everybody. That's peaceful. Alright, there we go. Someone else is here. Well, someone just dropped the silverware. And no, that's not a euphemism. I got an old computer here. Used to computers. Oh, grab some keys. They weigh heavy in your hand. Can I turn the computer on? I figure at one point you're going to have me start typing stuff, so... This is odd. Okay. Spooky area here. Overturn. That's great. Is there any orderlies around here? You're kind of leaving your stuff overturned. Shouldn't anybody come pick this table up? There's a cassette tape. It's a recording of Officer Williams.
While his sister died in the car next to him. Well, Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Okay. So it looks like they're trying to pin the accident on me. That, let's see, we're at all these rooms are the coma ward. Well, I was in a coma, so maybe I should make my way over there. Let's keep checking out these rooms. Hey, that's the observation room with the Stories Untold tape, yeah. You spent most waking moments in here. Well, the only video they have. Some horror compilation. Trash. Now, hang on now. No such thing as... Well, actually, there is such a thing as trash horror. I'm going to take that statement back. Okay. I mean, we've all seen the Friday the 13th movies, right? That's going to make some of y'all mad, and McManus doesn't care. You only caught it against the room. You guess that's why there's no detail in here. Am I imagining this? Is this a dream? I did say I have to try to remember. That door's locked. Another door you never opened. You don't know what was in here. I got keys. Let me use the keys. this door... The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. Oh, whew. Okay. I was ready for it. I was ready for them just to turn around and be like the orb guy there or something like that. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. Oh, McManus is uncomfortable now. Thanks a lot, game. I guess these doors don't work either. Okay, they're just... you feel dread in the pit of your stomach. That might be indigestion, I'm not sure. Weird. Blinding light. Could you turn down the lumens, please? Oh,
Okay,
alright.
we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident.
That's the stuff I worked on.
Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Amp charge full to 10. Give him 100 joules.
Charging up full to 10.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm working on it. Calm down. 100 joules. 100. That's not working. Oh, there we go. All right, joules.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
It's there. There we go. I forgot you only have to have the parts on you need. All right, and then
Clear.
oh,
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charge at 10.
200 joules. All right.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
I'm getting there. Calm down, buddy. I'm trying to save a life too.
Clear.
Yup.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal.
Okay. This looks familiar.
Increase again. 360. Charge full.
360 joules. Okay. Whoa.
Come on, 360. Hurry.
Working on it. If your dials turned faster, we wouldn't have this problem. And go.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
Would you look at that indeed?
Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
All right. Let's turn this off. That's on. Remember that. Yeah, I can't believe I remembered all that from memory. All right, let's do that.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on the
Trepanation.
drill, please.
Let's trepanation. Switch on the drill. Okay.
The drill, please.
Okay, the drill's on. Okay, I got that set to monitor. Should be okay here.
Mr. Aiken, you've made excellent progress.
Oh.
You're doing great.
That's not my head, is it?
We need you to stay calm and try to relax.
Oh,
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
I don't want another hole in my head. Oh, that's a lot of taco night. Oh. Now we're back in the house abandoned. Lovely sounds again. And then you got the blood and the flames coming right in and just... awesome. Awesome. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mum, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Alright, we know the rules now. Let's look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mum and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Alright, let's open the door. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I've missed you, buddy. That much is certain. I've missed you a lot. Okay. Now, go to the door. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Maybe I didn't miss you as much as I thought I did. Talk to Mum? I don't know what you were trying to use. Okay. Let's try that look around again, because McManus has already forgot what he said. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mum and Dad. There is a door to the hall. To hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever. Only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Alright, well, let's look at the banner. Bon voyage, James. Finally, not the family disappointment. Oh, that sounds like... That sounds great. Not the family of once that made my parents proud. Don't worry about this guy, James. He needs some... well, he's getting help, I guess. Anyway, alright, so let's see. Let's go upstairs. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Alright. So... talk to people, maybe? I don't know what you want me to do, game. This is, maybe go to the kitchen? They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. Okay? The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Alright, let's look around again. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Let's look at writing. Wonder if it's going to be, 1986? Sorry, I don't know what you're... Let's try this, game. Happy New Year, 1986 on another banner. Weird place to hang it, though. I would agree. You should see it a couple of weeks from now. It's really spooky. Alright. Also, did they misspell weird? What did Charlie Brown teach me? I before E, except after C. I think they broke some rules there. Yeah. Oh, that's... Shame on you, game. I kind of want to quit now. But we must press on. Talk to Jen. She's too far away, and the room is too loud. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Kinda? I should type that out. Kinda? There's like a banner. She repeats her question, asking if you've had a nice time. Maybe? She repeats her... Oh, okay. We're stuck in a loop here, folks. Guess I gotta be honest. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up, she asks you to get her a drink. Alright, so, get Jen a drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. I think so. I think I've packed my luggage and some storybooks and some common toiletries like an extra stick of deodorant. 1986, so the flight rules aren't in place yet, so I can have as many ounces of fluid as I want. So, got a big bottle of Sprite in there. Yeah, yes. I have everything sorted for my trip. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not screw up so much. McManus doesn't like cussing in these videos, so you're just gonna have to accept that right there. She's going to miss you. You are going to miss her. She walks away. Press enter to... Oh, that's part of the command thing. Okay. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Huzzah! Alright, let's knock back a cold one. I'm sorry, computer, you got a lot of learning to do. Drink. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Is that it? Around, room is full, there's a utility room. Now, let's go to that utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling-to-floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Oh boy. It's a gift from Dad, I think. There is a card next to it. Let's read the card. It's like getting into Christmas early. You pick up the whiskey and card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. And we press enter, continue. I think this is going to end badly. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You must really thank your dad for the whiskey. Alright, so maybe we go to Dad? Okay, maybe, leave the utility room. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. Oh boy. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go get him, son! Get sloppy drunk. Oh boy. Drink? You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Let's look around now. Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter. Okay, let's go to the hallway. Go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. This isn't good. Go to Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. This is messed up. And don't judge me for this. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Go upstairs. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Go to living room. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Hug Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh, what is this? Maybe that?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Ocean, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Oh. You are standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. I knew that wasn't going to work. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Maybe no? I'm sorry. Oh, of course. You're going to make me do this, aren't you, game? Well. No, that didn't work either. Well. Go outside. No point till you find those. Oh, okay. Find car keys. Let's look around. When in doubt, look around. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here, while stairs can take you up. Alright, go upstairs. They're in my bedroom. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Okay, go to the living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? Of course they are. Living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Okay. Find the car keys. Still don't understand. Of course you don't. Okay. Alright. Get car keys. Still don't know. Okay. Look for car keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Well, if we're in the living room currently, and it's not telling me that they're anywhere here, then maybe it's not the living room. Coffee table, drinks, cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. That's all I needed, game. I should have just been able to type look for car keys and you could have said your car keys are not here. But I digress. Empty-handed, you head back out into the hall. You're standing back in the hallway, a bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs as she puts on her coat. I just was in the living room. They're not there. Maybe your keys are in the kitchen. Kitchen is busy. Way too many people crammed in here, but I guess this is where the food and drink are at. The guests are like a set of vultures picking at the roast on the kitchen counter. Your dad is locking up the utility room. Okay, look at counter. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Look at kitchen counter. It's difficult to move around in here between all the people and the kitchen table. Look at kitchen table. It's difficult to move around here. Okay. I don't know what to do. Go to kitchen table. Still don't understand. Okay. Talk to Dad. Dad tells you to take your sister home, but to go slow since you've had a few drinks already. Great parenting there, Dad. Okay. Ask for car keys. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Alright, that's to be expected. Okay, so let's go to hallway. Head back out to the hallway. We were standing back in the hallway. Bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs as she puts on her coat. Living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? Okay. Last time we checked, there weren't there. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Now I remember. Coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drink cabinet. Look at drink cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely no keys in here. Talk to Mom. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Hug Mom. I'm sorry, I don't understand. How do you not understand hugging your mom? I hug my mom every day. She's not working on the farm. We all work. That's the way it is. Okay. Look at chairs. Friends and conversation. Jackets and coats everywhere. Alright, look at coats. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Look at jackets. I don't know what you're trying to use. I don't know what I'm doing anymore either. In this case, Jennifer doesn't have to die because I can't find my car keys. But the game can't progress, so... You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Put on coat. Put on jacket. Okay, that does work. That's fine. Go to hallway. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand. Don't you? Yep. Leave. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Alright, go to car. You fumble with the car handle, confused until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Thanks, Jen. Use the key. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. I don't advocate this at all. Try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys in your game. Come on now. Put key in ignition. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Start car. You turn the key in the ignition, and the car roars to life. Put car in reverse. I didn't think you were having me do that. Okay, so leave. Jennifer is getting impatient. If you value your life, you had better get her home first. Take Jen home. Drive. The car squeals, but stays... Game. Release the brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Can I do it now? Drive. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Left? Go left. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. I was right the first time. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and you put your foot down the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Well, gladly. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange, there's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Brake. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside
James,
joins the inside.
pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
Whoa, that's a lot of Matrix.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself.
Also lost the whiskey,
And
too.
then you made it worse.
Now?
Go on. Show us what you did.
Oh boy, you wake up in the car. Your world is upside down, your seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. Hey, Mr. Orb, how you doing, buddy? An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. So we remember this time, don't we, buddy? And, we're in grave danger, have to get out of here, so, how do we fix this problem? McManus can't remember. Remove seat belt. You release yourself from your seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of your car. Alright, get out. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at the distance. Blue car? With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then, very deliberately, spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. We are a horrible person. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer, while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember, it was all your fault.
Oh boy. Ah! Oh, that's a lot of turtle power.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man.
Well, in my defense, he was a jerk.
That officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else.
McManus doesn't listen to this anymore.
Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
No, I'm not gonna say it. Don't want to say it. Hello, Mr. Videotape. No, nothing there. Bright lights here.
Say it.
No, not gonna say it.
Listen to yourself.
Come in here. I guess I gotta... Dr. Alexander is always watching remotely. I don't know if anyone else is ever with him. All of your episodes are recorded in tape. This is the fourth.
Understand?
I don't understand. What exactly do you want me to do?
This episode you're having must come to an end. Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Well, folks, that is the end of Stories Untold. In the end, we were a horrible person. That's pretty much the only way I could describe it. We were a individual who got into a car wreck, killed his sister, and blamed someone else for it because we decided we didn't want to go to jail. I'm just gonna let that sink in. But in the end, we had some fun. We got to play some puzzle games, and we got to figure some things out and do a lot of typing and clicking and getting spooked and scared. This was a really good game, and I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, Mr. Asian can bounce back from this, and someday soon he can have full recovery after he serves his court-appointed sentence. Justice will be done. And thank you to all the developers of this game. Very, 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 very well done. Enjoyed it quite a bit. Yes. Yes. Oh, the tape has changed back here. Sessions 1 through 4, James Asian from Dr. Alexander. Interesting. Very, very well done. That is, yep. So that, my friends, is Stories Untold. Episodes 1 through 4. We have officially completed our first series here on the channel for CCM.Studios. And thank you guys so much for being a part of them. If you have been a part of every episode, I thank you so much for your support. And any feedback you've given me, McManus will take it to heart, and we will try to make this channel better. And got another game I'm going to try out soon, and it might be a spooky game itself. McManus kind of gets a kick out of these. So we're going to see exactly what we can do with them. But either way, I think we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at ccm.studios. And make sure you tell the fat nerd hi over there as he manages that and manages this channel and everything. And I'm the funny one. He's the fat one. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again on the spooky side. And hopefully we won't commit vehicular manslaughter next time either.